In this video tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can actually create an ebook that you can start selling immediately so that you can make money for yourself as someone who makes money through creating and selling digital products. This is the exact same thing that I have been doing for a couple of years now. And I just want to show you briefly what the end result will actually look like when your ebook is completed. So you check out this ebook right here. This is what your ebook is going to look like when we are done. So yeah, step by step, I'll be able to show you exactly how you're able to do this without wasting time. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing that you would need to do is that you would need to outline what your ebook actually looks like. For example, I've just gone ahead and I've created this. It's just an ebook that I want to start giving out to my audience, which is going to be teaching them how to create and sell digital products in just 5 days. So you want to go ahead and then just write like what exactly people will be getting, just like this. And then we're then going to use different softwares that can help us to be able to make this ebook in just a short space of time. Give yourself 28 days and become. All right, just give me a second right now. I just want to make sure that I'm monitoring myself. So I'm just taking my phone and cool, I can see what's happening there now. All right, cool. So I've done the document, right? The next thing that you would need is you need to come up with sorry, you don't need to come up with anything, but then you need to use this software, which is called canva.com, right? It's free for anyone to sign up and join in. As you can see, I've got all these different images that I've been putting in here because this is what I use to use my graphics. A lot of you guys watch me on YouTube. This is what I use for my thumbnails, right? To get access to Canva, you just simply go to Google and search and say Canva like this, right? You search for it, and then it's this one here at the top. It's free for anyone to use, right? You create a free account, and then you end up being in here. And what you're going to do is that you're going to come here at the top, and then you are going to just simply search and say ebook, right? You look at all these options that will appear at the bottom. You choose anyone. I normally like the one which says ebook with multiple pages because sometimes they'll just give you a cover. So I want to choose the one with multiple pages. And then from the different designs that pop up, I just simply scroll through them and choose one. And something that you should just take note of is that some of them are paid. In other words, you need to pay for them, and then some other ones are free. The ones that you need to pay for are these ones where there's this crown that says pro, and then the free ones are like this one where there's nothing, right? So what you can do is, like, let's say you want to work with this one, you just want to click on it, and then you see it at scale, and then you can preview it by clicking on this. This is what your ebook is actually going to look like when you start working on it. But I'm just going to choose one of the pro ones because I like them better. And they're just, yeah, they just look aesthetically better. Though the free ones, you can work with them as well. For example, I'm just going to use this blue one here, which is the one that's on my thumbnail. And the example that I just showed you is this one for real estate. So once I've clicked on it and I can see what it will look like on the inside, I'm going to click here and say customize this template. And I'll emphasize again, you don't have to use the paid ones. You can use the free one if you want to. Okay, so now this is what it now looks like. If I scroll down, this is the rest of the ebook. And yeah, I like what it looks like. Okay, and so what I'll then now do is that I'm going to be copying everything from my document, this first document that I showed you, and putting it into this template and then just editing it. And this is just my basic process. So I'm just going to start here at the top with my title, how to create an ebook in 5 days. I'll just copy that like that, and then I'll come back here, and then I'm just going to put the title where there's this title at the bottom. I'll highlight everything, and then I'm just going to paste into it like that. And now this image, personally, I don't like it. So I'm just going to delete that image and then look for an image that I can use. Plus these names at the top, I'm also going to just highlight them and then just delete them. And then there are two websites that I normally use to get images. The first one is called Pexels. Right, pexels.com. This is a website where you can come and look for free images that you can use. Like, for example, I'll type and say working online, so that I can just get some nice images of people by their laptops. Can you see people they look like they are doing some form of work online? Or another thing that I use is images.google.com. right? So with images.google.com, you need to be very careful because a lot of the images that you find there, they are not copyright free, meaning that you cannot use them without permission from the owner. But there's a trick that I do to use other people's images. So here I'm just going to search and say digital product vector, and then you're going to see what's going to pop up. I just want different images that I can use that have got something to do with a digital product. So I'm just going to scroll and look for something that looks nice. For example, this one kind of looks cool. I like this, so I'm just going to save it, right? I'm just going to save it to my computer, and then I'm going to look for another one like this one. This one looks cool as well. And I like that it's a PNG, meaning that it's got no background. I'm just going to save that image and then just maybe look for just one more. Just keep scrolling down, find something that I like. Maybe this one, maybe this one, maybe this one. I like that it's got no background as well again. And I'm just going to save the image to my computer, right? And then I'm going to come back to my design here. And so I was saying that sometimes, like, the secret that I use so that I don't have to pay for these things is if you take someone else's image and put it on your design, and then you don't put it out there on the internet, you're not going to have any issues with anyone. The problem only starts when you start, like, maybe putting it like maybe on your website and you never bought that image, right? That's when issues start to happen. And another thing that you can also do is, like, when you put multiple images like this, like, can you see I'm just dragging the images from where I downloaded them. I'm just putting them together until I make something that I feel like, okay, this looks cool and this is the design that I want. So, okay, this one is black. I don't want that one. So anyway, another thing that you can also then do is, like I was just dragging them from my computer. Normally, you would just come here to the left and click on uploads and then say upload file, and then you search for them on your computer. For example, can you see that the images are there right now on my computer there? But I just dragged them, so you can do that. Maybe let me delete this one. I like this image better. And I'm just going to look for something to do with money. So when you're on Canva, you also get to access there are tools that are available for you to use. So I'm just going to come here at the top and then just say money and see what pops up like this. And okay, these are just basic templates. um okay, no problem, no problem at all. But maybe if I come to my uploads here, I know I've uploaded images of money before. I'm just going to scroll, and this is just another evidence again that I use this all the time. um for like all my designs. All these are different designs that I've done in here. And I know I've got some images of money somewhere, like this one, right? And then like this one. I want to see which one would make sense. This is what I want to do. Can you see what I'm doing here? Right? And then I can press Command and bracket on my screen to just move the image back. And then let's see if I can, okay, I want the image to stay there at the top. And then I want to click out and then click back in and choose this one and see if this kind of makes sense to be at the top. So I hope you see what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to generate my own image that will look cool and people get the idea that what we're creating and selling digital products. I think I like the way that this looks. Okay, so now I'm just going to delete this other one here. And so far my cover is looking like this. Let's make just a few more changes. For the people who are joining me live, I am just doing a tutorial that you guys can watch step by step. You can slow it down later on. That will show you how to create ebooks live. So anyway, I'm just going to now edit like this. Like I'm just going to drag my, what's this, my headline across like this. And then I'm going to change the font because I don't like that font. I'm going to click at the top here for fonts. And then I'm going to use this one that I normally like to use, which is called Leaks Button. Can you see the font has changed there? And then maybe I'll just remove the emoji as well. And another thing I also like to do, I normally like to put like these titles for books in caps. So I'm just going to change this and say, how to create and sell digital products in 5 days. That's my title, right? Then I delete the rest of it there. And that's what my title is looking like now. Let's see what happens if I just increase the size. Okay, I just increase the size. Then I'm just going to stretch it to the left like this and see if I can get everything in 3 lines without it being 4 lines. Okay, let me reduce the font size again because I just want it to be 3 lines. I don't like that though. So let me click on this end and put it on the second sentence. Okay, it's not looking good. Let's make it 4 lines then, no problem. Okay, eventually I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it eventually. Let's change the font size. Okay, maybe I'll just do this later on so that I just don't waste too much time on it. But as you can see, this is what it's looking like now. And another thing I like to do is I just like to highlight some of the text, like create and sell digital products. Like this, I can change this color to maybe, let's say, yellow, right? It's starting to change and it's starting to look good. Then I'll just come to the top here where there's this line. I'm going to change the color to white because I don't like that color there. And then I'm going to click on that thing again. And then I'm just going to right click and come to duplicate so that I get a second line that's the same. And then I'll pull it to the bottom like this. Okay. Then I'll come back to my document and I'll get the second line or the subheading. And I'm just going to say copy. And then I will come back in here. And then this subheadline, I'm just going to highlight it. Firstly, I want to change the font color and make it white, right? You can change your fonts at the top here. You can change the colors. These are the different options that are there. I'm not sure why it's not changing. So I don't want to waste time on it. I'm just going to delete that. Come to the left, click on text, right? And then I'm going to choose one of the text options here. I'm going to go for maybe this one, add subheading. Click on it. Can you see it appears there? Click out and then come back and click on it and drag it to the bottom. Then I'm going to double click on it and then I'm going to press Control V on my Mac. I think it's Control V also on your Windows if you're using Windows, so that I can just paste that in. Then I'll bring it under here and move these brackets so that it aligns with that. And as you can see, the font is a bit big and it's aligned in the center. I want to change that. I'll come to the top, click on alignment there. Now it's aligned to the left. I like that. And then I'm going to change the font size and just reduce it like that. It's looking better like this. But also, I don't like this font. It's Canva Sans. I'm going to click on that and use another one that I normally use, which is called Glacial Indifference. I'm going to click on that. Also, if you want different fonts, once you have clicked on the font here, you can come and search for any font that you want there. So I normally use this one, Glacial Indifference. And as you can see, this is what it's looking like now. So yeah, my document is now coming together. I'll just space this out a bit like this. And then the last thing that I want to change is this blue is okay, right? But I personally don't like it. I think my favorite color is black. So I'm just going to click on the back, the blue at the back, and then come here at the top where there is blue. And then I will change the color to black because I just think black works better. I don't want this blue at the back, so I'm going to click it and then just delete. So can you see? This thing is now coming together. And this image, I don't like it. It's pink. I'll probably just change it later, but for the sake of time, let's just continue. So my first page is done, as you can see. Now I then scroll down and I move on to the next page, right? What's on my next page? My next page, I've got this welcome text. And then the next page is going to be where it says what you will need. So once again, like I mentioned, I just wrote down my ebook first before I made this video. That's something that you'd want to do. You can write the ebook yourself, whether maybe you're going to be writing from your head or you're going to be using a platform like ChatGPT to help you to write your ebook. You just come in here and tell it, I want to write an ebook about ABCD. Please help me to write it. It's going to help you to do that. So mine is already written out. I'm going to do this welcome section next, right? So I'm just going to copy this like that and just say copy. And then I will come back in here. And can you see here it's saying table of contents? I don't want to have this table of contents. I just want to put my welcome section. So here at the top, I'm just going to write the welcome like that. And then I'm going to delete everything else in here, except for just maybe a few things at the top. I'm going to press delete there, delete this, delete this, delete this, and then be left with this. Then on this, I'm going to highlight it, and then I'm going to paste what I copied there. And then what I will do is Okay, maybe let's just change the styling a bit. There's these buildings here. This is about digital products, so I don't need this. I'm just going to delete that. I'll come to my images where it says uploads. You can upload an image from your computer. I've already got a couple of images that I normally use. I'm just going to find one that maybe I want to use. Like, for example, there's one that I know that I have with me looking serious with my my YouTube plug. It's maybe this one or maybe this one, right? Um, okay, let's go for this other one, right? I'm just going to take this image and put it at the top like that. And then I'm going to make it smaller just to cover my head like this. Then I'll drag it to the top there. And then I'm going to drag it across so that you're just looking at a serious face of Marshall and cut it in a bit. Okay, maybe later I'll look for one where I'm smiling a bit. I don't really know. I think I was doing this for a thumbnail, so that's why. But anyway, I'm just going to drag this across like this as well. And then I'll bring this welcome down and put it maybe somewhere here. Then for the text, I'll just come in, click on the text like that. I'm going to change the font size and make it maybe 14, which is a bit bigger. And then I'll change the font type and then I'll make it glacial indifference again. And then I am going to, what do I want to do first? I'm going to put a bit of spacing. For example, where it says, hey there, I'm going to make a space like this, then says, I'm Marshall Malaba and I help people. And then I wait until I get to the full stop and then make a space there again. And then for this bullet points, I'm going to remove these gaps. I'm not sure why they're there. Move that gap, remove that bullet point. I like the space there. That's fine. Put a space there as well. It's important to put these spaces so that it makes it easier for people to read. You don't want too many blocks. Like if you don't want to put text and chunk it up together because it makes people not want to read. Right. Okay. So anyway, this is now what it looks like. So it's welcome. Then hey there. This is just this introduction of myself and just something else that I remembered at the top. Well, let me just come back here at the top. Normally, it's good for you to also put like your name on your ebook. So I'm just going to come here and click on any one of these. I can change the font size. I'm just going to click 30s there, and then I'm just going to drag this to the bottom, and then I'm just going to say by Marshall Malaba. Make sure that it's caps at the start there. Okay, so that's what it's looking like at the top. Then I come back here. The next thing I need to do is change the color at the back. So I'm going to click there on that blue and then change this blue and make it black. So can you see we're getting some consistency now? Now there's this image, there's welcome, and then I'm going to scroll down here. And for anyone who's watching this, remember this document, when I'm done, you'll be able to download it below this video because it's going to teach you how to start creating and selling digital products. It's going to help you with that. So anyway, the next part is what you will need so that people know what exactly they'll need for them to sell digital products. I'm just going to copy the headline there. Then I'll come back here. So can you see this section is looking different? Do I want to use this section or I want to use something else? Yeah, maybe let me just go ahead and use this section. Maybe let's start in reverse now. I'm going to change the color first and then change it to black. And then for this real estate photo, I don't need it. I'm just going to find one of my own photos that I can put in there. Once again, to upload photos, you can click on uploads and then you upload a photo from your computer. But I'll just use maybe one of my past photos. So let's see which one of my photos can I use and just put it over there. There's me just chilling there. There's me by the beach. Okay, let's take this photo of me by the beach like this, right? And then I can just put it like this and try and see if I can stretch it as much as possible so that it goes all the way to the bottom. So you don't have to use your own images. You use images of whatever you want. I'm just using my own images because I can, and it's my product, right? So I'll do something like this. Okay, then this at the bottom, I don't need this. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete that phone number. And then remember, I copied that text and it said what you will need. Okay, then I'm just going to drag this like that and then delete all this other text at the bottom. Let's delete this text like this. Then I'm going to come back to here and copy all this, which is just basically what I will need. And then I'll come in here and I will highlight, and then I'm just going to paste that text like this. So now obviously it's not looking proper here, so I just need to edit a bit. And maybe another thing that I can also do so that we don't have pressure like this is, rather than putting this image to that, you don't have to use the template the way that it is. Maybe I can just restore the image to the way it was, and then we change it. And let's put this image at the bottom instead than where I was putting it over there. Right? There's a nice big picture of me. If you don't like me, that's your own problem. But yeah, I'll drag this. So now we've got what you'll need, and then we'll bring this section here. And then we're also going to just drag it out like this. And then we're going to remove these spaces. I don't know why they came in. And also, by the way, you can also zoom in like this, as you can see that I'm doing. I want to remove these spaces, remove this, remove this, remove this, remove this, remove this. Then I'll put a space at the top. See that? What you will need. Then let's just drag this down a bit. And then like this. And then remember earlier on, we changed our font to 14. We made our font 14, and then it was glacial indifference. So always remember, so that you can always have consistency. So now this is what our text is looking like on this next page. Okay, so page 1, page 2, page 3. And I'm noticing that this text here on page 2, it's not bold. So this one should not be bold. Okay, I've removed the bold option there. So, but can you see, this is now our page 3, what you will need, right? Nice, cool picture of me just looking there. Then we move on. Maybe let me just add a bit of space there between that. And then also this one, maybe at the top like that. Then we move on to the next page. What's on our next page? The 5-day digital product plan. So I'm just going to copy it like this. Okay, let me just copy the whole text. I'm just going to copy this, and then I come to this next page. And I like that here is just this nice image at the back of a city. I think I'll just keep it as it is. So right here at the center, I'm going to paste this here, digital product plan, and then I'm going to delete, because I need a heading and then I need a subheading. So I'm just going to delete the bottom part there. And then I will take this at the top and then make that my subheading. So I'm just going to paste the text in there. Then I'll change the format, the heading at the top, and then the text at the bottom. And remember, we're using black and not blue. So there's this like bluish, what is called an overlay. I'm just going to click on this, change this to black so that the overlay is black and not blue. So you see, that's looking a whole lot better. The 5-day digital product plan. And then this, I want to make the font white. The font must be white. Once again, I'm not sure why it's not changing. So I'll just delete that and add another text from the side. Let me just say add subheading. Can you see it pops up there? And then I'll paste the text into there. And then remember, it starts from here each day. Then I will put it where I want it to appear. Let's just say same size as the heading at the top, right? Maybe like this. And then I'm going to reduce the font size. Okay, it's looking good with somewhere there, 1820. All right, then let's position this here and then this here as well. Okay, so we are getting somewhere. Then here, I don't need this. I'm going to delete that and then change this to white because we're not working with this color. Okay, it's looking good. Let's see if I can stretch this a bit. Yeah, that looks better like this. And then we put it like that. Okay, another thing that maybe I can also do is just to make it pop out a bit more is I can just click here to the left where for elements and look for a square. And then I put the square over this text that I'm putting like this, right? Then I'm going to change this square and then make it white, right? And then I'm going to change the font and make it black. I'm just doing graphic design stuff to see what would make it look better. Then I'll change this to black as well so that the font appears. Okay, is that looking better? No, it's not. So let me just remove it. I was just trying something out there. It actually looks good with the blue, but no, it's fine. Oh yeah, maybe let me do with the black. Let's make this black. Do I want it to be there? So maybe let's put this calendar at the top. Yep, this is looking way better now. I love the design. It's looking nice, 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 nice. Okay, where's that white line of ours? Okay, there it is. Then we just drag this a bit like this, and let's put that white line here. Okay, it's at the back. You can't see it. I'm going to bring it forward. I've brought it forward, and then we're going to stretch it like this. Okay, I think that's looking cool. All right, the 5-day digital product plan. See, our document is coming together. Ooh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, cool. Let's proceed to the next page. And then we're going to have day one, pick your profitable product idea. Let's see how long this is. Okay, it's quite short. So day one, pick your profitable idea, copy, and then I go to the next page. And then it's going to be right here at the top. And then I'm going to paste it in there, pick your product idea. And then let's change. Okay, like I said, there's an overlay there, right? Let's move the overlay to the right a bit. Okay, it's actually an image. It's actually an image. Let's delete the image at the back, but we're going to copy the same style. So I'm going to come to uploads, look for maybe another photo of me. Okay, here's a cool photo of me looking to the side. I'm going to reduce it and just put there my head. Maybe someone is asking, dude, why do you like putting photos of yourself so much? Because I can. That's why. Okay, but this one is looking like I really have a big head. So maybe I'll remove it later on. So you put the image first, and then you can come here at the top where it says transparency. Click on transparency and then reduce the transparency. You see that? We're reducing the transparency. So you can see Marshall at the back, but not too much. So there. And then you want to make sure that this text is in the front. So I'm using some shortcuts on my computer, but I can just click on the text and then say, where is it? I can say something like layer, send to back, or send to back, or bring forward. It's this one where it says bring forward, but already it's brought forward. I am checking a notification that my battery is about to go low. So just give me a second to find my cable. Okay, let's continue now. So my image is there at the back. And then cool, we're looking cool there. Let's change this font, this color at the back to black. There's black there. And can you see? It's looking good. See, and the image really, really looks, the image is now popping at the back. I love it. Let's change this blue thing here. Okay, I can't reach it because my image is over it. But let's come here, drag the image to the side a bit, and then change this to white for consistency purposes. Change it to white. Okay, then we bring the image back. Cool. That's looking nice. In fact, I don't even know why that white line is there. Let's just delete it. Okay, I'm using my arrows now. All right, that's looking nice. Then I'm going to come and say, start with a product that solves problems. I'm going to copy the text. Let me copy everything, but then I'm just going to break it down once I'm back in Canva. So I'm going to paste everything in here and then remove some parts. Let's just zoom in, start with the problem. I'll cut that part out and put it here at the top. Highlight the text, change the font to white, and change the font type to Glacial Indifference. That's looking okay. Let's come back in here, highlight all the text, make sure that it's not bold first and foremost, and then change the font size to Glacial Indifference. Like that. And then let's take this second part where it says to find your idea, ask. And then I'm going to drag and let me just cut that out. And then I'm going to paste it in here. So by the way, before we proceed there, let's remove these spaces that we don't need. I don't know why it copies those spaces because we really don't need them. And then let's maybe stretch this so that the font, so that that crate is on one line. Okay, start your product that solves. Let me also stretch this a bit to the left. Then here, to find your idea, ask, let's just double click on that and then remove the boldness, change the font size and put it Glacial Indifference. Okay, did the boldness come out? It didn't. Okay, now it's out. And then where it says quick example, I'm going to copy that, cut it out. And then you see here where there is this quote. I'm going to paste that example here. Quick exercise. Highlight that, remove the bold, change the font, Glacial Indifference. At the bottom here, I'm going to remove this. Remove that as well. And as you can see, it's coming along. Let's remove those bullet points here and here and here. Remove the space, find your idea. Okay, this is a headline. So, okay, let me cut that out. And then I will use this one at the top as the headline. Change the font. Okay, sorry about that. Highlight, change the font, make it white. Okay, so it's all coming along. So for layout purposes, we are going to take this part and put it here. But before I do that, I'm just seeing some line spacing here. This text really looks like it's closed up. So I'll highlight all of it and come to the top and choose spacing here. And then I'm going to, I think it's line spacing. I'm going to increase the line spacing. Let's see. Can you see? That's looking better already just by increasing like this. So it's on 1.87. And then I think I'll need to do the same thing here as well. Change the line spacing and put it on 1.87. Okay, 86, still fine, still consistent. Then here, let's change the font color to white. Change this quote, make it white. And then drag this. Put it under there. Put this guy here. Then this one must be at the bottom. And normally, like when you're dragging stuff, can you see that there are these lines that pop up that help you with your alignment? Make sure that you're using them as well. And then I'll have the quote at the bottom. Here's the quote. Let's stretch this so that it goes across. And then this line should be here. And let's change it to white. So can you see we are designing a complete ebook live and it's all coming together. Then this image here, this side here, we don't really need this. So we can replace the image with something that we like. And remember earlier I showed you this website, which is called Pexels, where you can also find photos that you can use. So let me find something maybe that we can just use and just say, let's just say laptop and see what pops up. Find something nice and cool. Something that looks good that we can just put there. The orientation at the top, you can change the orientation, filters, let me say vertical, so that I can get one that kind of looks like it was taken from a phone. Ooh, like this one. See this? This looks very nice. I'm just going to say download. And then it's downloading to my computer. You come here to the left, click on upload files. And then you find it. For me, it is there. I'm going to say open. It gets uploaded at the top. And then you just click on it. It gets sent to that place there. Can you see? Then I'm just going to change the size. Then I'm just going to put it maybe somewhere in here. So can you see it's looking really, really good now. Then I like these lines that are appearing here. So I want to make sure that those lines are actually over the image. So I'm just going to pull them to the top. And yeah, can you see this thing is really coming together? It's really, really coming together. I'm going to highlight this where it says quick exercise and then just make it bold. Okay, so we're done with this page. We go on to the next one. The next one is what? Step 2. So what I can also do is, like, let's say that maybe I don't want to edit what is here. Instead of just editing what's there, I can just click here and duplicate the page. So I'm going to duplicate the page, meaning exactly what you saw at the top is now what's been put here again, right? So I'm just going to use this new page. I'm going to come here, copy the headline first. Okay, the headline is at the top. Validate your idea quickly. And then I will then put the rest of the stuff. And as you can see here, there's not much detail for us to put. So I'll paste those details in there. And then I'm going to delete the other stuff that we don't need. Like, I don't think we'll need this image. We won't need this text at the bottom. We won't need this. We won't need the quote. We won't need that line. Then we space this out. Just remove those lines, things that we don't need in there. Okay, here we can put some space. Okay, and so that things make sense, maybe let's just bring this to the bottom a bit, stretch this across. And then we find an image that we can use. Like, I'm just going to put an image of me there. If you don't like looking at me, sorry, bro. Boom. Then remember what we did earlier on. We made the image transparent. So we're just going to do this. But then I'll just want to drag this first and then delete the one that's at the back. Then can you see? Bang. Then I'll send this to the back as well so that the text is in front. So I'm using my shortcuts. But you can just click on the image and then say send to back when you do this. And then you say layer, I think it's layer, and then bring to front or send back. Okay, cool. Day 2, validate your idea quickly. Let me move that away from the face and put it maybe there. You see what it's looking like. Start with the product that solves a problem. All right, cool. Then we can move on to the next page. Let's see if it's short again. I'll do the exact same thing. Yeah, it's looking short. So I'm just going to duplicate this page. copy day 3. Put the text in there, and then copy all this. Paste it in there. Okay, what's meant to be for the headline there? Okay, let's space this out. Remove that, remove that. Okay, we can keep that space, remove that, remove that, remove that. No, we want this space here. Move that guy, then remove that. Okay, let's change the image there. Find a different image. Maybe this other serious face of me by the microphone. I don't know why I'm always serious. Okay, no, I know. It's because for some reason people on YouTube click on videos when you have a serious face. I use all these images for thumbnails. So anyway, let's make this light, and then we send it to the back again. Day 3, build a simple but valuable product. Okay, cool. Then I'm just going to copy this and cut it so that that can be my headline. Then here where there's the headline, I'll paste that in here. And then let's move this up to the top a bit, like this. Okay, let's push it down a bit. Then let's highlight these headings here, like ebook, make it bold, mini course, make it bold, templates and tools, make it bold. Then this part, remember, let's make it bold as well. All right, cool. So it's coming together. It's coming together. If you're watching me live on YouTube, I'm just doing a full demonstration of how to create a complete ebook. And yeah, I'm not really checking the comment section because we'll do a question and answer later, live later. But I just want this for anyone who's watching, especially in the future, to see how I create complete ebooks in an hour or two. And another thing that you must also realize that is, as I'm talking also makes me a bit slower. So meaning that you can actually do this a bit faster. Anyway, I'm going to copy the next one, day 4. Let's duplicate this again. And then say day 4 there. And then we will come in here, copy all the details like this. Paste those details. Then what did I remove there? You don't need a full website. Copy that. You're going to paste that in there. And can you see our font there is made big? So I'm just going to click on bold, change the font size there. Then remove these lines that we don't need. Okay. Maybe let's just drag this down a bit. We've got lots of space there. Then we'll look for another photo just to spice it up. Change the transparency. There we go. Click out, click it again. Then I move it to the back. Day 5, a simple sales page. Can you see we are making progress? We are almost done with our ebook. I'm going to duplicate it again, and then we go for day 5. Copy the title. Come in here. Paste the title there. Okay, then copy the rest there. Let people know what you created. Okay, simple message to use. Copy, 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 copy. Paste in there. Come to the top, copy this first part, let people know what you created. And once again, if you want this document that I'm creating, it's going to be linked in the description of this video. As soon as I finish this video, I'm going to put the link, then you guys will be able to download it. It's going to help you to create digital products. Then remove all the space. Let's put some headlines there now. What to post? Okay, cool. So as you can see, we coming along. Delete that image. Don't remember which other one I didn't use. Okay, let's put a nice image of me with the car I bought recently from selling digital products. Transparency, let's put it at 34, that's fine. Highlight it and send it to the back. Okay, then the next page is what? Frequently asked questions. Okay, then for this one, I will, okay, let me delete these other pages at the bottom because I'm not going to be using those. I think it's just easier for us just to duplicate stuff. Okay, then there's this page. I want to use this page. Where is this page? I want to use this page, right? I'm going to say duplicate page, and then I'm going to use these arrows to push it down, move down, move down, move down again, and then move down again, and then move down again until it's at the last. Okay, now it's on the last page. Then here, I'll come and then work on this frequently asked questions. Paste that. Let's do this. All right, cool. Then I'm going to copy these questions that I wrote. And then I'll paste them like this. And then I'll align everything to the left. Okay, then I'll change the font from bold to small. And then let's maybe make the font 14. Like that. Okay, just going to drag it in a bit, come to the back, drag this down. And then I'm going to space this out. What if I'm not an expert? Make that bold. Then I normally like to just put italics. Make the next one bold. Put italics for this again. Put some space. Make it bold. Then put some italics, and then I don't know why there's a space at the front there. Just paste back there. Yeah, then my frequently asked questions section is done. I can now also like just change the image at the back. Okay, I'm seeing what I need to do there is, do I want to use another image of me? Let's see if I've got other images I haven't used. Okay, there's an image of me there. I just drag it to the back. It's meant to pop in. Not sure why it's not doing that, but it's still fine. But I'm just going to drag over the whole image. And then I'm going to highlight it again, and then I can send it to the back like this. Okay, anyway, that's fine. That's fine the way that it is. That's looking good. And then the last section is this one, ready to go deeper. Okay, it's not yet the last section, but let's copy this. And then we duplicate this page. Like this. Copy these details. Paste the details in there. Highlight everything. Make it small, change the font size. Or in fact, I might need to go back to the other one at the top and make sure that the fonts are correct. But it's fine. I'll do that later. You don't have to watch me do that. Then I'll put spaces here. Join me in the Digital Product Breakthrough Challenge. I normally like to highlight this because this is something I'm talking about there. And then here, there's going to be a link that I'm going to put. And then where it says bonus, I'll highlight bonus there. And I just need to drag the image at the bottom there. Now for the link here, I want this to link to a website. So I can highlight this, and then can you see this pops up? I'm going to say edit link. And then I'm going to find the website I want to link to. And the website I'll be linking to is my Digital Products Breakthrough Challenge. You can find out more details about below this video. It's basically my coaching program that teaches people how to make money by creating and selling digital products. At the time of recording this video, it's $37, but definitely the price is going up in the next 15 to 30 days. But yeah, you can check it out in the document, or you can check it out below this video. So that's the link that's going to go in here. I'm going to remove the link that's there, and then paste this one, and then just say done. Okay, then we can see if we can make that larger. And then let's see if we can change the font color. Let's make it yellow so that it really sticks out. See that? Okay, cool, sticking out. Then when that's done, let's make this smaller. We're gonna duplicate this page and then come and put the last page. This should be the last page. Final words from yours truly. Right, my final words, and then you have something valuable. Yeah, in fact, I'm probably just going to change this and just make it like how we were doing earlier on. And then I'll put a photo of me at the top. But yeah, I'll probably make those changes later. But can you see, this is what our document or our PDF actually looks like. It's a complete PDF that we can start selling. Myself, I'm going to be giving this one away for free, but you can use the whole process that I just showed you, and then you'll be selling this PDF. So now what I'm going to do is, when I'm done, I'm going to click on share at the top, right? And then I'm going to say download. Can you see this, the download option there? And then it's going to be on PDF automatically. And then you just simply say download. And then it's going to take a few seconds. And then it's going to, something will pop up here that says download. Then can you see it's done? Oh yeah, another thing that I forgot to do is, okay, before I do that, let me, you just come here at the top. You see here this name, right? It's going to write the name of the theme that you're using or the template you're using. So you want to change the name and put the name of your product. So my product, I'm just going to highlight all that. It's going to be how to create and sell digital products in 5 days. Okay, create and sell a digital. Create and sell a. Create and sell digital. Yeah, it's correct. Digital products in 5 days. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, it's very easy to change the name. Once you're done, click on share, click on download. It's going to highlight all the pages. You don't need to change anything here. Then say download. Then it's going to download to your computer. And then you click on the link. You're going to probably find it in your download folders, but you can click the link and here's my PDF. It's done. How to create and sell digital products in 5 days, even if you are starting from scratch without an audience or website, by Marshall Malaba. Can you see me there? Here is our product. It's looking good. It's perfect. If you want to start selling something like this, you can go ahead and do it. For me, I'll be giving it away for free. It's going to be in the description of this video. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. We are done. So that's how you create and sell your PDF in no time at all. But like I mentioned, I do have got my coaching program. Feel free to check it out. The link is going to be in the description of this video. I'll help you and show you how to create and sell digital products. The outcome is that you're going to create your first digital product. I'm going to show you how to set up a system to create passive income for yourself. And then you are going to be receiving daily payments. And on the same page, you'll find details about what you'll be learning inside. I show you how to find digital product ideas. I show you how to turn them into PDFs, into video courses, audio trainings, just like I was showing you on this video. I help you to build a website where you can actually sell your digital products. I help you to find customers, and then I help you to launch this as a complete business. We've got many people who have signed up. We've got lots of testimonials, different people around the world making lots of money. If you want to be the next success story, you know what to do. Click that link in the description of this video, sign up, and allow me to be able to help you to launch your digital product business. At this point, we're done with this video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. God bless and take care.